Be prepared for a third wave. As India struggles with a deadly second wave, the government's principal scientific advisor has said that the third wave is quote-unquote inevitable. They just don't know when it will hit. Meanwhile, it's hard to imagine a situation worse than the one that India is currently suffering. In the last 1 week, 46% of all global cases were recorded from India. 46%. 25% of all deaths were from India. 1 in 4 worldwide. This is a 20% increase compared to the previous week. And India's caseload is not reducing. For 2 weeks now, more than 300,000 new cases have been added every day. In the last 24 hours, more than 382,000 tests came back positive in India. What about recoveries? Around the same number of people have recovered. More than 338,000 people have been discharged from hospitals. Close to 17 million people have recovered since last year. India currently has around 3.5 million active cases, people who are still positive, 3.5 million. Also, the highest single-day death toll so far, 3,780 deaths were reported yesterday. Where do we go from here? Into a third wave. It's inevitable, says K. Vijay Raghavan, the principal scientific advisor to the government of India. He made 3 big statements today. Number 1, a third wave is coming. Why? Because the virus is circulating at a high level, and as it continues to mutate and evolve, it leaves the door open for a third wave. Will it be worse than the second one? It's too soon to tell. K. Vijay Raghavan said, it is not clear when India will see the third wave, but we should still prepare for it. Point number 2. Vaccines are still effective against the variants in circulation right now, so you should still get a jab as soon as you can. Point number 3, watch out for the mutations. That is the challenge going forward. The virus will keep mutating and we'll see variants of all kinds, strong and weak. India needs to map and study all of them. So as we prepare for an uncertain future, we must also deal with a grim present. The challenges seem endless. Here's one of them, black marketing of drugs. As cases explode and supplies run out, we are seeing the worst of human greed. From oxygen supplies to remdesivir injections, everything is being sold in black at elevated prices. As people run from pillar to post to arrange beds, VVIPs remain lodged in hospitals just for fever. A major government hospital in Delhi did not admit members of its own staff. Doctors and nurses were tested positive despite having 35 VIP nursing home rooms. What about oxygen? Even after a month into this second wave, India is struggling to ensure steady supply to all hospitals. So the desperate are turning to the black market, and only the rich can afford this. One oxygen cylinder usually costs anywhere between $81 to $135 in the black market. That is 6 to 10,000 rupees. Now, going by the estimate, the same cylinder right now is being sold for as much as $1,300. That's 100,000 Indian rupees. And these horror stories are not limited to India, by the way. Greed and corruption are not unique to any country. Look at what happened in Indonesia. A company recycled used cotton swabs used for Wuhan virus tests. Last week, 5 workers of this firm were arrested. They acquired used swabs. They washed and repacked them. And these swabs were later shipped off to the 3rd largest airport in Indonesia. Reports say this could have affected 9,000 travelers since December last year. Frankly, we're running out of words to express how horrendous all of this is. Deadly shortages, hoarding by the rich and the elite, and black marketing at the expense of the dying. This is what happens when a pandemic overwhelms a country. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.